Fortnite Chapter 5 Season 4 is here, and from what I've experienced, this is one of the best seasons we have had in a while. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the new meta for both tournaments and ranked mode, and we'll be going over best loadouts, movement items, and much more in this video. But first, let's start off with the new locations on the map. The entire map is the same except for the northeast part of the map, and then they also changed the whole Pleasant Piazza POI to something completely new. Now let's start off with the Raft, which is the POI that replaces Pleasant Piazza this season. Now this new POI has a Mythic Striker Burst AR and a new medallion which reveals the location of nearby enemies for a short duration. And this is also where you're going to find Emma Frost, and in my opinion, just going off these two items, that this POI is going to be the absolute best POI this season, as a Mythic Burst AR absolutely shreds, and being able to see enemies is a crazy thing to do. The next POI we have is Doomstad, which replaces Lavish Lair this season. Now this POI has the Mythic Shotgun and the Invisibility Medallion, which if you crouch you are cloaking as they call it, or invisible. This is also where you're going to find the boss Mysterio, and in my opinion this is definitely the weakest POI out of all of them, as the invisibility isn't that good and this shotgun is definitely the weakest shotgun we have had in a new season in a very long time. The final mythic POI we have is Castle Doom, and this is in the northeast part of the map. Now it has the Mythic Monarch Pistol and the Siphon Medallion, which is the same thing as the Underworld Medallion we had 2 seasons ago. This is also where Dr. Doom spawns, and in my opinion this POI could be very good as it has tons of loot, and the Monarch Pistol can be good if you use it right, and for those WQ games to have Siphon would just make it so much easier. Now we have gone through the new map changes and the new mythic guns and medallions. Let's talk about the stuff that ended up staying the exact same. We still have the Gatekeeper Shotgun and Hammer Pump Shotgun and Combat AR and the Ranger Pistol still in the meta. But we have a ton of new weapons, and let me go over all of them for you guys. First, we have the Sovereign Shotgun, which in my opinion I haven't found the shotgun to be very good, as the Gatekeeper is still way better in this current meta, and this shotgun feels very clunky if that makes any sense. Next, we have the Monarch Pistol, which if you use it right, it can be very good as it's like a hand cannon but shoots a little faster. Now we have the dual micro SMGs, and these are going to be insane this season as they shed through bills and right through people's shield. I honestly have been using this kind of like the Thunderburst from last season in ranked. Next we have War Machine's Arsenal, which shoots bullets and explosives. This item I think could be very good for third partying a fight, but can also be used as an SMG if need be. Now we have War Machine's Auto Turret, which if you have in your inventory, it will start shooting someone if they're in your line of sight, and these are not really that good in my opinion. Now the next thing, I'm not quite sure if this is the main movement item of the season, as I haven't found anything that makes any more sense than this, but this is the War Machine's Hover Jets, and this is just like the jetpack we have had before. Now those are all the new things in this season. We have a ton of items returning to shake up the meta a little bit more. The items that are returning are the Striker AR, the Burst Striker AR, Hyper SMG, Shockwave Grenades, and the most exciting thing is Captain America's shield, which used to be back in the game in Chapter 1, but this shield is crazy to use as it one-shots wood and is basically like a boomerang. Also this season we have a brand new chest which drops a ton of loot called the Avengers chest, and this can be commonly found in the new biome areas but can also be found around the map as well. So with all of that being said, and you know every new item, my new meta loadout this season, I think I'm going to be carrying the Striker Burst AR, the Gatekeeper Shotgun, 2 things of heal items as medkits and minis, and in the last slot is either going to be Flowberries or the Flowberry Fizz, as it seems like those are the only real movement item of this season. Now I wish we had a main mobility item like we did back in season 1 with the grappler, but we are going to have to deal one more season without one it looks like, and I wish the jetpack would be a bit better, but if you try to use it to rotate you will just end up getting beamed. Now that's about it regarding to the meta, and I feel like I've touched on everything I can go over on this since I talked about the new map and new items that are in the game now. Next, the ending of this video is just going to be my first ranked game of the season, so you can kind of see how things are going to play out in a real game. Dead. My mouse just spun out. My mouse just spun out mid-fight, bro. bruh. It's not your game, was it? He's so bad that, like, it made him good. Oh my god. Whew. Dead. Nice. We're better. We're better, chat. We're better.